welcome to my stream. Thank you for joining. We are streaming live on Twitch right now, and I'll be uploading this shortly to YouTube. I hope that you subscribe, follow, make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified every time I start to stream or whenever I post a new video. You're going to want to know these things because today's video is going to get you how to organize your storage. We got tips and advice. Some really quick ones. I'm going to try and keep this video short so I can get it up on YouTube. I realize Twitch isn't really copacetic for short videos, but that's okay. We're focusing more on our YouTube, and if I get more followers and whatnot, maybe we'll take some requests. All right, who knows? We got some top tips for storage. We've been looking around the interwebs and the Discord channel and got some great ideas. I've got a few of my own as well as a few from my lovely wife giving me some great ideas. We're gonna start inside because you always start this game with one basic chest. You've got this basic chest you start with every time you start a character. When you start Disney Dreamlight Valley, they give you this chest. It's not too big, doesn't hold a whole lot, and it can be expanded for a little bit of money, and it gets a little bit more expensive as you grow it. Obviously, I've got it expanded to its fullest right now. As of the latest update, this is what we've got. I was keeping a lot more in there than I've got right now, and to keep it short and sweet, I highly recommend keeping your softwood, your seaweed, your iron ore, your dream shards, and your night shards. Those are basic items that you're going to want to keep from the very beginning of the game, and as other items become more available to you, you're going to want to collect some of those. Obviously, you see I've got some crystals here. Those become available to you later. Gold nuggets as well. I've got some glass and stone, collecting those. Clay is another item that I've been collecting a lot of. You'll see some basic materials like the softwood, and then some more advanced materials like bricks and gold ingot and iron ingot. You need the iron ore to make the iron ingot. In order to reduce my storage of iron ore, I made a few iron ingots ahead of time, so you might want to consider that. Something that you can do, I highly recommend, is either in your first room of your house or nearby a crafting table outside or nearby your crafting table inside. Place a chest or some materials. Like you see, I've got some crafting materials here next to my crafting table. Place yourself a chest or two next to your crafting table or just inside your front door in your house, and you're going to want to have a chest specifically for crafting. Have some crafting materials. Maybe another chest for refined crafting materials like the bricks. Place them near your workbench for ease of use, or just so you can get to them quickly. Place them right inside your first room in your house. Or if you don't mind seeing them outside, place them outside near your well so you can just drop those materials easy peasy. Something you're going to want to do as you advance in the game is you're going to make yourself a new chest. As you saw, I've got a couple of chests outside my home there, and you can make those. Just go to your crafting station, and you're going to need some softwood and stone. Once you've made one of those, though, I highly recommend, it's going to be a little bit easier because you need to go and search for that wood and the stone, and sometimes those are harder to come by. If you have more money than you have materials, I highly recommend that you make yourself a chest and then hold on to it. Go find yourself Scrooge and talk to him. He's going to ask you. You're going to want to tell him that you'd like to order some items. Select that. Go to furniture. And so long as you've got your chest in your storage, I just go to all items. Scroll on down. You're going to see a chest in there. You can buy yourself as many chests as you like for 1,200 each. I highly recommend you do this. There is a limit to how many items you can buy from him in a day. That's 25. So if you plan on doing this idea, plan ahead. Buy several of them. I'm going to buy 2 just for now because I know I've got a couple. I'm going to want a couple more of these place settings as well. Just bought those the other day, and I want to set up a table, do decorating. Get yourself some extra chests, because you're going to want to do some organization here. One of the first things I recommend, place yourself a chest near the wells where you do your transportation. That way you got a chest that's readily available for you to drop materials in. Also, maybe a chest or two in each biome. A chest or two near Goofy's stall. Getting ahead of myself here. To start off with, you want to place 1 or 2 chests in every biome. In that chest, you're going to want to have critters, treats for the critters. Like the squirrels here, like peanuts. So you're going to want to put in one of the chests peanuts, so you can just grab those and give them to the squirrels. Feed your squirrels. You're going to want to have a chest maybe for plants and fruits that you harvest in that biome. For each biome. The idea that I've got from my wife is get yourself a couple of rooms in your house for storage and set yourself up for success. Just grabbing your gems and drop them on the floor, and then go into your editing mode. Then you can grab that gem, place it nice little. You can organize your gems along the wall, lines, multicolors. Just a beautiful way to store your gems. The way I've got mine set up right now is in my main room. I started by putting all of my gems into a chest here, and you can do that yourself. Just place all of your gems into a chest. They will all fit, the shiny ones, the regular ones, all of them except for the diamonds. I got the diamonds all in my regular storage. You can see down here, I got the shiny diamonds and the regular diamonds. You don't have room for the shiny diamonds and the regular diamonds, nor do you have room for the crystals, the dream shards, or the night shards. Those are items that you're going to be collecting early on in the game, and I feel like they're kind of a staple, so they're going to stay in my main storage. In addition to your gems, you're going to want to have a chest maybe for flowers. I've got a chest here for flowers, just for ones that I've gotten frozen. In the frozen biome, just there are a whole lot more flowers than there are space in the chests. What I recommend is like organize them by biome. Have several chests in each biome. Like in the Frosted Heights next to Goofy's stall here, you'll want to have a chest for critter treats, critters that are in that biome, for plants and fruits that are harvested in that biome. I got my fruit trees that are really close to Goofy's stall. Any of the vegetables that you can purchase there. You can purchase the fruits. You can purchase the seeds, plant those seeds, grow them, and then place them into a chest. You want to take them back up here and put them in the chest here. That's the most efficient way I find. That way you know what you got, where you got it. Like here, for instance, I would go in and I would buy the cucumber seed. I'd buy the cucumber, the eggplant seed, the asparagus, and the asparagus seed. Now when it comes to the products, you can only buy 10 of each and then he'll be out. The seed, though, you can buy 100 of each and then just keep on buying. Like you go 100 here and then you buy 100 again, 100 again. I've got 300 crops, so I buy 300 at a time when I start planting. So you can buy as many seeds as you want. Another thing you can do with those seeds is you can place all those seeds into the chest. I highly recommend you do with your seeds what you would normally do with those gems. Put those on the floor in your home. They're beautiful to look at. The bags you can read. You can see what's inside them. Really convenient. And another thing you can do is in a chest in each biome, you can place your fish, because each biome is going to have a special fish place those fish that you get in each biome in a chest. So that way you know that those chests in that biome have everything you could gather or harvest fish for. Everything you need from the Frosted Heights is up there. Everything you could get from the Forest of Valor would be there. Same thing with the Peaceful Meadow, Dazzle Beach, the Glade of Trust, Sunlit Plateau, and the Forgotten Lands. I would recommend 1 or 2, maybe even 3 chests, depending on how many materials, how much harvesting you do. If you choose to use the idea for your gems, where they're all in one central location, that could save you some room in those chests. Something else I would highly recommend, get yourself a couple of chests and place them near Moana's stall here. That way you have those, you can gather the fish from her and just place them into the chests. Keep those for cooking or whatever. You can sell them, sell the extras. Some items will stack to 50, some items will stack to 100. I highly recommend that you go in there and get those fish every day. You refill. I need to sell some stuff here. I'm out of room in my storage here. Another thing you can do is once you get Wally's garden built up, I highly recommend that you place a chest or 2 there in order to gather everything that he grows. Sell these okra I just harvested. While I continue to talk, I'm going to put links to the Google Doc that I got from the Disney Dreamlight Valley Discord. Extremely helpful. I'm not going to save those. I'm just going to try and keep some room in my... Sell those for now. You notice I have on my person a birthday cake, some meals. You're going to want to keep some meals near your crops or near your house, because anytime that your stamina is full, you eat a meal, it will raise that that bar up into the yellow. See how my stamina bar is in the yellow right now? Because I ate a meal and it raised my stamina above the top. What do we got here? Salmon, catfish, herring, cod, squid, seaweed, bass, pike, and carp, and lobster. Okay, so make sure to collect all those every day. Also, you're going to want to do the same thing. Wally's garden. We were talking about placing seed bags on the floor. You can read the labels while they're not in the chests. You don't necessarily have to open the chests. Here in front of Remy's place, I've got a couple of chests that are specifically for the fruits that I collect on the trees around here. And then I have another chest for some random food. Any food that you don't get from Remy's garden that you feel like you may need, you can place those in there. That's going to be a great way to make it accessible to you while you're cooking. If you want, you can place a chest or 2 near your workbench. Place your materials for crafting there. Place a bench or 2 near your stove, and that way you've got food available for cooking there. I've placed some seeds near my stove, kind of made it look a little bit more ready for some cooking. Something else I wanted to mention: cooked meals in your garden. We talked about that next to your home, so that way it raises your stamina. Refined meat materials next to raw materials, either 1 chest or 2 chests, however it takes in order to get those. Something that you can do if you wanted to just place your gems on the floor or your seeds on the floor, that's a great idea. For chests where you're going to be placing items into, I highly recommend that you get yourself out like a little table here, put it on the floor, get your storage chest, place it on the floor in front of it, and then decide what you want to put in that chest. Say, for instance, I wanted to put vegetables. I'm going to drop that vegetable. That way you can just pick up that vegetable, I would highly recommend like go into your storage and sort it, split it, and that way you're only dropping one. And you can go into your editing mode, pick that up, and place it on the table. And that way you've got your shellfish right in front of the chest, so you know in that chest is going to be your seafood. And you can do the same thing with your vegetables. Do that with every chest that you have. You either line your entire room with tables and chests. I pick that up, pick that up, and pick those up. Or you can just place them on the floor. Whatever works best for you. If your gems are on the floor, though, you're not going to be able to access them through your crafting. So you might want to have a chest with a couple of items, a couple of gems in them, just for if you decide to go crafting something that requires a gem, like a special lamp or a table or something that has a color to it. I'm going to pick those up and put them away. Go, because I'm going to use this room to store my gems in. My main room here. And that pretty much covers it for the tips and tricks for the day. Highly recommend that you have maybe one chest where you're going to keep like a temporary storage for items that you need for your quests. As you can see, the noon fragment, the dawn fragment both have little purple things next to them, indicating that they are needed for quests. Same thing with the file of freezing water and the Arendelian extra pickled herring. Anything that's specifically needed for a quest, I highly recommend you just keep those in the brown chest or keep them on your person. By keeping them on yourself, though, kind of cuts back on what you can carry around. Makes it a little bit harder. But that's going to be my storage tips and tricks video. Sorry, I had to re-record this video when the first drafting goes so well. But if you have any more ideas, or if you care to share how you store your items, put it into the comments down below. We're just going to keep today's video short and sweet so I can get it up on YouTube right away. And don't forget that this month is the month of October. I'm going to be highlighting Domestic Violence and Awareness Month. There are a lot of websites that you can go to for information. Domestic Violence Hotline, call, or you can even text 1-800-799-SAFE, that's 7233. A lot of local areas have a domestic violence. There might be organization, or there might be a shelter near you. Get to know them. Those resources are there to help in times of need. You don't want to be scrambling around to try and find something when you're in a crisis. Make yourself available to listen and don't judge. Be a friend and know that we're all here for each other, to help each other out. You all keep being awesome. Thank you for joining in, and make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when my videos go live. Thank you all for being there.